Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from Studio Fright Club, this is Stephanie Sits in a Chair.
You're just going to watch me sit in a chair?
That's all we're doing.
All right.
And that's the end of the show.
That.
That's enough of that one. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a Tuesday evening live stream here in Studio Fright Club. It may look a little different. We've been doing stuff. We've been working on stuff. I really wish, it'd be really cool if we had a motor on the camera right now on this tripod where we can turn it and show them kind of what's going on. Just to kind of give you an update as to why things are the way they are. They're a little different. We got the computers here in the center. I know they don't really show the face much. So we'll try our best to look at the camera as much as possible versus just kind of being our side profile. So we'll try our best to go ahead and keep an eye on the camera here for you guys. But things are a little twisted here because this past Friday, we actually had our first guest. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you saw that we posted on Instagram there. We had our first guest for the countdown to HHN live show for this year. First one.
Yeah.
It was really exciting. I don't want to give too much details because it's supposed to be, I guess, a surprise in a way, but I could give a little bit of details regarding this one just because that's why, the studio is kind of different. Stephanie's actually sitting in my chair. Steph's chair is actually on the other side. You can kind of see the other arm. Steph, if you can just touch the arm. Yeah, so that's Steph's chair. Everything is kind of slid over, and we actually have a two-person seat couch here. And we also, if you guys notice, we got some different posters over. We got Nightmare Fuel. You can't see the other side, which is a bummer because my favorite side's over there. I like that wall more, which is kind of a bummer because you can't see what's on that wall right now. But this past Friday, we had our first guest come over for the countdown to HHN live show where we go ahead and have some live interview segments and stuff like that. They'll be pre-recorded, obviously, during the live. And it was kind of fun. We were talking about scare acting. And so we brought somebody who obviously has some experience in that field, which is really cool. Close friends of ours. And that's all I'm going to say. If you guys obviously followed us on Instagram, you saw that post on the story. You know what I'm talking about. Other than that, you're going to have to wait until we make it public.
We've been having people ask us to do videos and live streams about our scare acting experience for years now. Yeah. Like, since we started.
Jumping on that, real quick, I just saw a post that somebody said 2020 will be 5 years ago in 6 months. I was like,
that's crazy.
Right? So, but going back to where you were saying, it's like, since we've been doing this.
Yeah. So we will be kind of getting into that.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. I know we've had a lot of people want that segment.
Yeah. Should be exciting.
Yeah. I feel like Steph and I have been wanting to talk about the scare acting experience since we started. And now we have that live stream that's going to be coming up. I guess I can tell them the actual official date for the first one. So the first official live stream, I don't know if I want to say official. I'm also having heartburn, which means you guys know I just ate.
Of course.
Yeah, it's going to be a running joke in every live, heartburn. So I don't know if you and I have confirmed Friday officially. I think I've asked a couple times and you said yes. We may be going into, with this countdown to HHN season, we might be going into our Friday live streams for that potentially. I still haven't confirmed yet on that because the schedule's kind of all over the place for both of us right now. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure what's going on right now. And so it's like, I don't want to say like, yes, it's going to be this, but we are currently planning for this season of Countdown to HHN, the first live to be featured on Friday, July 19th. So July 19th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be here in Studio Fright Club for our first Countdown to HHN live stream. And if you guys have been following us for some time, you guys know that usually the month of August is our countdown to HHN season where we go ahead and do some fun things, some fun lives. We also have some creative videos that we try to do. And this is going to be the next season, and we actually are finally getting to that live show that we've had in mind where we actually have guests come on board. We'll have fun interactive themes and stuff. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really neat. So I'm excited for that. Our first guest, we had them in this last Friday, got to do the interview, and it's all about scare acting, which is really cool. And I think you guys are going to find it interesting to hear, some of the perspectives, especially for both coasts. That's a unique thing about our guest from last Friday. They've had experience on both coasts. You're going to be able to hear that, which is really neat. And on top of that, too, the cool thing about it is we have some good experiences with this person as well. I'm not like, I'm trying to say this without saying too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. But anyways, it's going to be a fun one. So Friday, July 19th, around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's the current plan. Don't quote me on that. But we will be doing an official list of our guests that's planned for this season. They will be coming out sometime in late June. Early July is when we'll release that list. Then we'll just kind of rock and roll from there. We'll do that. Yeah. Y'all, I just want to say something.
What?
I'm stoked. Okay, so if you guys follow us on Discord, right? If you are in our Discord channel, you guys know, like, this morning I was pumped up. I was just so fired up, had so much energy. I was just so excited because it just like dawned on me. I went through all of our old Instagram posts and videos, and I also went through some old photos of ours. I was getting ready to create some stuff, and it just like hit me where I was like Halloween Horror Nights is like coming up, and like that time of year is coming up, and it's just like, it's so cool how it's like it's right around the corner. We have official announcements. We got A Quiet Place. That's something we're going to be talking about in tonight's live stream, and there's just a lot of things that we're working on too. Up? I'm a little bit. Yeah. I'm tearing up. I don't know if the camera can see, but yeah, it's a little bit of emotional for me because it's just kind of cool. And
we also have a super chat.
Yeah, and this is the one that I saw this and it kind of reminded me. It's so funny because I forget that this is a thing, but HK Grim Sniper, by the way, thanks for the 5, saying Brian working with Universal now, big time. Here's the thing. I just want to say, first of all, we're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to talk about A Quiet Place. We're going to talk about both coasts. We're going to talk about a couple of things. And then we, of course, have Fright Island we're going to have to get into. And I'm really excited for this one in Fright Island because we got a little more to offer to you, as well as it being maybe a little confusing to some of you guys, as well as maybe... we'll just go that.
Keep going.
I know. Thank you. Yeah, so first of all, HK, thanks for the 5. Truly appreciate that. But I still forget that this is a thing with Universal. I'm truly honored and blessed to be in this moment. I'm not going to try to get emotional. I'm really not. But it's been a secret that we've had for months now, a
long time.
And it's so funny being in this community with you guys, and it's just like, speculation. It's something we like to talk about. We have live streams we do videos about. It's kind of like, okay, how do we go about talking about this? Because I'm not even allowed to tell Stephanie. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, Steph's always like, so I'm like, well, we're going to do this video and I just need you to sit down. And when the script comes up, just kind of go along with it. Basically. So it's really interesting on how we're trying to maneuver our way around it. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's really cool to see you guys speculate and to see when people are like on the money, when people are way off. It's kind of fun, But I want to say this before we really get this live stream going, just because HK brought it up. Huge thank you to all of you guys, to the whole community, to the Fright Club, for everybody who's been a part of this journey. Like it means a lot, right? And Steph, make sure I don't get emotional. Halloween Horror Nights is something extremely special to me. Because of Halloween Horror Nights, I have this incredible relationship with my best friend, with Stephanie, and I have met my best friend, who is the person that we got to interview on Friday. Got to have this cool connection with this guy, and I would have never gotten that if it wasn't for this event. And the really cool thing, and this is what's really unique about Halloween Horror Nights. Before my first year, and it's kind of like a full circle for me, a full circle moment. My first year ever attending Halloween Horror Nights was back in 2014, and I was terrified. I was petrified. I was like, I don't want to do this. This is so scary. Who does this stuff? You guys are weird. Who goes to horror movies? Who goes to haunts? I was literally that person that was like, I will never until 2014 came up. And my mom, my dad, they brought our family. We went to Halloween Horror Nights 2014, right? HHN 24. And I remember specifically my first house ever was.
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
There are some people that don't know about the announcement. So can you briefly go over what this means?
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, that's like, what is this guy talking about? Universal has decided to select me to be weird in front of you guys and stuff. So that's my official title.
He is.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
He's the Discover Universal podcast host for HHN specifically.
Yeah, the HHN or the Discover Universal podcast correspondent for Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
So
if you listen to the podcast episodes that come out, and
like,
they talk about the houses, and they talk about, they talk to the creative team about like the stories behind the houses and all of that.
Cool stuff. Like cool stuff. Go listen to Discover Universal, the podcast. Go watch all the stuff that Discover Universal does, the blogs, all the videos, everything that Universal does with that team. It's an incredible team. And any of you, if you guys are watching, hey, much love. You guys rock. Okay, all right. I know I'm doing a lot of because Stephanie knows.
What was that?
I don't know. So you know I talk a lot, and I know a lot of people who watch us know I talk a lot. But this is one of those moments where kind of speechless. I don't know what to say. Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of jumble because it still doesn't feel like this is real to me. So I don't want this to take too long, but I want to get it out now and get it over with so we can just keep moving with what's to be.
Also, to answer a question, there aren't any HHN episodes out yet.
There will be in the future.
They just released the trailer for season 2.
Yeah, season 2.
So that's this year's season of Discover Universal, the HHN stuff and the regular daily park operation
the stuff
stuff. So.
And they have really incredible things coming along the way. We can't talk about it. You don't even know what I'm talking about, but it's really cool. And I've listened to this podcast and I've watched, the videos that Universal has put together for years now, and it's so good. It's incredible, and to be a part of this team really is it's weird. It's so weird. I'm like, I still don't feel like I am a part of the team because I'm just a fan. That's what I constantly tell them that it's like I'm just a fan. So it's just crazy to be here because I'm watching it happen. I'm like, this is so cool. I get to see this, and I'm like, oh, I'm in this. I have to do my job. But it's crazy, the whole moment. But just kind of going back to this full circle moment was 2014. I'm not going to get into too much detail because I don't want this could be an hour long of me just talking like this. But 2014 was my first year going to Halloween Horror Nights. I was petrified. I was terrified. I literally was not looking forward to it at all. And I remember leaving the gates, and I left Universal. When we were leaving Universal, I remember going, that was different. Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel awesome right now? It was so cool. It was really one of the coolest moments. And it was honestly an incredible experience with my family too. And memories that I still to this day hold dearly. And it all started from that moment where that bug, you guys know that HHN bug that creeps into your soul where it's like, ooh, I crave it. And it kind of got into me, but it was dormant. And that was until 2017 when I started performing at Halloween Horror Nights as a scare actor. And then that's where wildfire. But even 2017 when I went to do scare acting, what? Oh, yeah. Nightmare fuel, wildfire right behind me. You see how I planned that? 22 minutes into the live stream. So 2017 came around and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to shock the world. It's a phrase Steph and I use all the time. It's like, hey, do you want to shock the world? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to shock the world. I'm going to apply to be a scare actor at Halloween Horror Nights. Nobody, and this was still in the moment where I still did not like horror, did not like haunts and going to spooky stuff. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Why? Because when I lay my deathbed, And if I have kids, and if, you know, they have kids and stuff, like, I want to tell them, like, you know, yeah, scared people and stuff. And like, it was just for fun. And it was more mainly for the fact that I could tell my family, like, I'm going to scare people. And they're going to be like, you know. And I'm like, yeah, really. And especially to my Wella, like, to be able to tell Wella, like, I'm going to scare, because she's into that. My Wella's into that stuff. She loves all the creepiest things. And so I was like, I'm going to do this. And we'll see what the reactions are. And lucky enough, I got cast in 2017. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, oh, wait, no. Wait. Like, I was like, oh, no. Like, okay, I got it. And what was crazy, too, they're like, all right, let's go and do the paperwork so you can get paid. I was like, oh, you get paid for this? Like, I was not doing it for money. I was just like, I just wanted to try something different, scare people and be like, look, I'm doing this. And that year, like, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I want to do this for the rest of my life.
Honestly, like, I remember my first year, like, the whole, like, first month of scare acting. Like, I would get out of my shift and be driving home and be like, is this really my job?
Yeah,
like,
right?
It's just like, it's crazy.
A lot of pinch me moments.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's cool. You really, like, fully get bought into it. And there's not a day that goes by where Steph and I don't miss scare acting. We still want to. Like, I'm sure if the universe is like, hey, do you want to do like one night? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, yeah, so, you know, I got the bug and everything. And, you know, fast forward to a lot of ideas that I have in my mind, a lot of things I'd love to see for Halloween Horror Nights to do, and the things that we can do. And, you know, 2019, I met this lovely lady here. It just took off. Like, our connection and our relationship, like, it was all binded with Halloween Horror Nights. And so I'm not going to get into much of that detail because obviously you guys will hear more about it in that live show on the 19th. But we started the YouTube channel. You know, we rolled with a few subscribers and stuff for some time, and we're kind of figuring out, you know, all right, I knew we wanted to do Halloween Horror Nights content, but we were still kind of figuring out, you know, where are we going to go with everything else. And then, you know, fast forward to 2021, and things just took off for us, and we're blessed for it, honestly. It really changed our lives. And, you know, the small following that we had, and it just kept growing, and people were just so excited to talk Halloween Horror Nights. It really, like, I don't know if I can actually explain it and put it into words, because to me, like, Horror Nights is the most important thing that I have outside of my family. It's like Halloween Horror Nights is the most important thing that I have because it gave me the family that I have right now. So I feel like I owe my life and my work and dedication to the event because of what it gave me. And so, you know, we did the YouTube channel, we put the live streams on, and we got to the point where we're at now. And, you know, Discover Universal, you know, bless their heart for looking at me and thinking like, let's bring him on. And I'm like, what made you think that? That's a terrible choice. And, you know, I just, you know, fast forward to now, it's been incredible. It really has. And still to every single day, I look at stuff and I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, it doesn't feel real. Like, I feel like I'm going to wake up one day and it's just like, it was all a dream. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I still partially think he just made the whole thing up, and he just drives to Universal and like just hangs out and then comes back and is like, I recorded an episode.
I did work. And then obviously last Friday, the day we were filming, and that's why everything's changed, they announced the trailer, the public. Mm-hmm. And so it's been an honor. It's been a blessing. And I'm speechless for the first time. I'm like, I don't know what to say except thank you.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm about to cry, actually. It might be good if you just take over.
So when the episodes do come out, make sure you go, you know, like, listen, subscribe, comment, review, do all the things with Discover Universal to just let them know that you are liking the content.
Yeah, and like support it, you know. And I noticed in the trailer, we had some people go in there and love you guys. You know, everybody was saying, you know, coming from the Fright Club and stuff. I love that. I will put this out there. As much as I love seeing that, if you guys were to go to comment on that stuff, like let's put more of the positive spin and words towards Universal. Like, let's go Universal. I love that we were out there, representing the Fright Club. It's incredible. I appreciate it. But we are just a small fraction of this community under a bigger project. And so let's keep our minds on like the bigger thing, which is Universal and growing and making sure we can reach as many people as we can to bring enjoyment and entertainment that is top notch. So I just noticed that. I don't want to say anything, but I was like, let me just address that. It's so cool, and I appreciate it and love you guys. I see all that. But let's keep the comments like towards Universal and promoting Discover Universal, because that's the dream team right there. So trying not to get all sappy. I know I'm already at almost 30 minutes.
We did get another.
Oh, okay. Let me read that real quick then, and then I'll try to phase out.
I always forget what they're called. Like in
Super
the moment,
chat.
I'm like, what is that called?
What is this? Javier with the 20 said, congratulations, Brian, being a host for the podcast, Stephanie joining the Universal team, and the Hondosaurus being on a magazine. Congratulations to the future Mr. and Mrs. Dracula alongside Hondo. Bless you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Javier. We appreciate it, man. And Javier, hey, like, it's hard for me to say thank you to all of you guys. I have a board with a lot of names on it that I want to thank, and it's so much. Javier for the 20. Hey, dude, it's too much. Or thank you. I'm going to try to keep this. Dang. All right. Here we go. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I said that like 50 times.
Yeah, right. 30 minutes later.
But thank you to every single one of you. Darn, this is stupid. This is stupid. I hate when I cry.
We just move on.
No, I gotta say this. Because I mean it. So, no, I want to thank all of you guys. The support has been incredible because Steph and I, we've gone through hell for the past few years. It's been tough. Yeah, and not saying that like our life is tougher than anybody else's. We all go through it. It's life, right? So life is tough. It sucks. Oh, it could beat you down. But moments like this is like, it makes it all worth it. And we've had so many people by our side. You guys have been incredible. The community that has been built, and a lot of people will say thank you to me for building this community. This is not me. This was everybody. You know, Stephanie, Hondo, me, my family, your family, all of us put together.
Like you guys too, because
and that's what I was getting to. Yeah, go ahead.
Because we have such a tight knit community, but we wouldn't have that if you guys weren't so eager to like comment and talk to each other and come to the lives so like religiously.
Like tonight, yeah.
So I mean,
you guys rock, and you guys have built friendships over time and allowed us to be here, sit in front of you guys and just talking Halloween Horror Nights, the thing that we love, and we do it year round and all that stuff, and it's incredible. I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for you guys. So huge thank you to all of you for the support. It's been incredible, for the speculations, for the announcements, to the videos, to the behind the scenes stuff, and just everything from one end to the other and in between. It's been a ride, and
it sounds like you're like, and now we're done.
Yep, good night, and that's it. We can finally rest and watch the sunset on a grateful universe.
We're not.
We're not officially.
I'm not leaving.
We're not leaving. I want to take the time because HK brought it up. I wasn't going to bring it up, but HK brought it up, and people were questioning it. Yes, we're part of the team, and what I hope is that, I still don't understand what Universal saw in allowing me to do this, but what I hope is that you guys enjoy the content that we're going to be producing. I hope that with what I'm bringing to the team, I hope you guys enjoy it and stuff. And I hope you guys can, just find happiness through it all and get excited for Halloween Horror Nights. Because that's one of our biggest goals with this channel, is getting you guys excited and hyped for the event, through the highs and the lows and all that stuff. So again, you guys are rock stars. I appreciate y'all. Fright Club, you guys are the best. Absolutely love you all. And just thank you. Just for allowing us, and especially me, just kind of have this area be like a safe space for me to kind of express myself and my love for Halloween Horror Nights. So You guys rock.
Also, we
got some messages.
What are these called when it's not like the super chat, but the like?
It's their Jesus.
Like the member.
It's like their monthly. They get a free monthly, or like a. Yes, we're just gonna call it a message. We have a message.
We have one from Michelle. Member for 22 months.
That
is crazy.
See, that's what I'm saying. The support. You guys rock, man.
And she said, we're all just so proud of you guys and can't wait to see where this all goes. Us too.
Love you, Michelle. Thanks for the 22 months. Fright Club legend. That's crazy. Holy smokes.
And then we got Let's Talk HHN joined as a Fright Club beginner and then upgraded to Fright Club veteran.
He said beginner's not enough. I'm going to the veteran side. Love that. So Let's Talk HHN. Hey, welcome to the Fright Club. Welcome back.
Thanks,
And then Tom and Nikki, Team Randall, out across the blue, up in the middle of the night. This is past y'all's bedtime. Fright Club beginner for 21 months saying, hey, we came here for the HHN chat, but we stayed for you guys. Appreciate it. That's the same with us. We came for the chat, but we stayed for you.
Exactly.
And then we got a super chat and some Canada money, $13.99 from the Heart Life. I'm so happy for you both, and I'm so blessed to know you both. I love you. Thank you. Hope to see you this year again.
Yeah.
Also, awesome dance moves.
Yeah.
That's all that. McBain, Fright Club legend and unfortunate. Did McBain pat? No, McBain was the first one. Okay. I'm jumping ahead on the Fright Island thing.
Bestie just had her baby, so I gotta leave. But if you kill me later, be gentle.
Be gentle. Fright Club member, Fright Club legend
also,
for 9 months.
Welcome to the world to the new baby.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Hey, congrats. Say congrats
tell
for
your
us.
Best friend.
Say the Fright Club, congrats. And then Southridge Films with the 199 said, I'm in the walls. You have mental.
Don't say that.
He knows where he's at. We know where that number was. Southridge, we love you. Thank you.
Brian is not a Cancer. He is a Taurus.
Taurus. I'm headstrong. I'll take you on.
Is that
demonetized? Old Taurus is like,
bullheaded.
Bullhead, yeah, like.
That's for sure.
I can always count on you to bring my smile down. So, anyways, I know like we're 35 minutes and we haven't really talked about HHN, and I apologize. I've been going through an emotional coaster, and it's awesome. So like this morning, I woke up so pumped because we get to talk Halloween Horror Nights. I was realizing it's right around the corner, and we have our first IP announced. So officially here on the East Coast, we have 7 houses officially announced, and then finally, our West Coast friends, they have an announcement. They have tickets. They have dates. So they're not like so lonely out there. I felt so bad for our West Coast people. So it's incredible.
Do they have their frequent fear or whatever they call theirs, their multi-night tickets?
Yeah, their frequent fear did drop.
So you guys are now ahead of us for that because we don't have our multi-night tickets.
As far as ticketing goes, that's true. However, we're still way ahead on the houses compared to them.
That is true. Which
is crazy because I wonder how they're going to get all like their announcements. Like, is it going to be like we'll have dual coast, I'm assuming, for IPs that are shared we did with The Quiet Place. But what about like the originals? Or maybe are they going to get an IP like we're not getting? And like,
well, if you look at the spec map, it looked like, at least from what I can remember, I'm not looking at it right now, but it looked like they only had like maybe 2 or 3 originals. Yeah. And they were getting speculated to get The Weekend, which we aren't getting.
Bummer.
Supposedly. So, I mean, that's an IP that they'll get that we don't get.
Yeah. Also, real quick, do we look okay? I didn't realize, I didn't ask this in the beginning, like where we're at. I know because I'm looking, when I look at the computer, Steph and I are we're like turning away from you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I was like, we'll try our best to stay on the camera as much as possible. But does it look lined up? The lighting looks okay? Because I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to probably try to go back to our original design and layout with the couches and chairs, just because I feel like that flowed better for us. I felt more comfortable with my stuff being over here, right? And then you on the other side,
This is like very uncomfortable for both of us.
Or what if you and I just swap?
Oh, we could. Well, but then we still wouldn't be able to see.
I know, but then we won't be on our like traditional spot.
Yeah, that'll feel weird.
You're always on that side of the screen, and I'm on this side. Which is on the screen, it's on the right, but it's inverted, so... Yeah. Yeah.
Southridge said, Brian, you're not looking so good.
I know, thanks. That we already knew. I'm asking about stuff.
Multiple people said Brian's wearing pants. No tan lines.
Brian's wearing pants, no tan lines tonight, no hat as well. So yes, changing it up a little bit. Universal might have said something.
Who are you?
Universal's like, hey, those tan lines gotta go. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, hey, Dual Coast announcement. What did we get? A Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes. How do you guys feel? Can we actually get a poll in the chat going?
Yeah.
Let's get a poll in the chat. What are you guys feeling about A Quiet Place? Are you guys excited for it? Are you kind of meh? Or are you not happy at all with A Quiet Place? So, Stephanie, let me ask you that poll question.
What should the poll be? Just like excited,
Are you excited, meh, or not excited? How are you?
Hold on. I think I have to sneeze.
Oh, no. It's okay. We'll all stare at you in the seat. We're back to Steph sits in a chair.
I'm like really struggling with it being on this side.
It's tough. I know.
Okay.
I think after today, we're going to change it back. I did mark the entire floor where everything was, so we can do that.
So, I originally, when this was speculated, was not very excited for it. I had only seen the first one time in theaters when it came out, and I thought it was fine. I think I've grown since then. When I first saw it, I thought it was kind of boring, and I think rewatching it, I can appreciate it a little bit more now because I wasn't going into it just being like, oh, it's gonna be like super scary, and kind of like knowing ahead of time that that's not really like the vibe. So I did rewatch it, and and the second one. I had never seen the second one. Watched the second one. Still, I prefer the first one, but after rewatching it, I am definitely more excited for it now than I was before, when it was like just speculation and I hadn't rewatched the movie.
I got a question real quick for you. Do you think Jace has seen the movie?
I was like, what? Where did that come from? I doubt it.
Jace does not stay quiet, so there's no way. Do you think Jace could survive in the world of A Quiet Place? Sorry, Jace.
I don't know about that.
I don't think you
one.
can make it. Anyways, going back to what you were saying. What's up, Jace? How you doing, bud?
Was he in the chat?
No, he's like hiding in the chat. You can't see him.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it obviously, like with all of these houses, it depends on how they do it. Like, I feel like this is one that if they decide to play on like the gimmick of it being quiet, I could see it either really working or kind of flopping. So I think it really depends on if they decide to go with the gimmick, how much they lean into it, and then of course like if it works logistically, because obviously we know like guests are not going to be quiet going through there. Like if it is an actual quiet house with like, you know, the jump scares being like the only sound really, you could maybe have like background music that's like really like just like ominous, you know?
Yeah.
If you were to go through that house all alone, it would be terrifying. But with all the guests, I would worry that some of the sounds and things like that would get lost because we know guests are not going to be quiet.
No, absolutely not.
So that's the only thing that I'm like hesitant about. But I mean, the creature design could be really cool. I forgot like what the creatures looked like. So
hence the creature that's on the thumbnail.
Well, when the first one came out, it was like,
yeah, you don't really see
was
it.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen it since then. So I forgot what they looked like.
We watched it recently.
No, I know, but I'm saying before I rewatched
it,
I forgot what it looked like. And for some reason in my mind, I was like, I was thinking they don't really show them that much. But after rewatching it, I could see them more. And I think it would be really you know, they could do those really well. Especially if they're like the Demogorgons from like the first year of Stranger
They remind me
Things.
of that in a way, where the head opens up like that.
But if it's that same like bodysuit style, I think it could be really cool. Like a scary creature.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10, where's your excitement with this house then? If you had to fine tune that number.
I would say a 7.
A 7?
Mm-hmm.
So I've never seen A Quiet Place, and we just watched it recently because they made the announcement, and we saw 1 and 2, right? And obviously the new one that's going to be coming out. When is that new one coming out? June 28th, 27th, right? One of those 2 dates. So we have tickets for it.
The end of this month.
Yeah. So we were already planning to watch the originals because we have tickets to go watch this one. I'm like, okay, I got to watch this, right? I remember like when speculation was going on about this house, there were quite a few people that's like, no, I really hope this doesn't happen. And like when I watched these 2 films, the original 2, I was actually pretty like, I was into it. I liked the films. I actually really did. I dig the idea behind it, the concept. I thought the creatures were menacing, and the fact it's like, it just seems so difficult to actually survive a situation like that these people have to adapt in such ways. It's just really unique to follow the story, and to have that minimal dialogue was unique, you know? So I'm like, I actually really enjoyed the 2. Then I was thinking, okay, well, this got announced as a house, so like, how do these 2 correspond to be, or is it even both of them? They said it's both of them in the announcement. I think they said it was the 2 films. So it's like, when we watch, it's like, okay, where can we see these things in the house? And I know a lot of people are like, oh, is it going to be a quiet house because it's a quiet place and all that? No, I know we're playing into it. I think we're playing into it too much with that name. Yeah. It's like, how could they? It would be cool. I do think we've actually had moments in Halloween Horror Nights Past throughout houses where you had those hallways that were like no sound.
Negative.
Negative sound or whatever. We had, I don't think we had any last year. And I don't think we've had any in 31.
The last one we had was Hill House.
Yes. If we're incorrect, please let us know. I don't think there was any the past 2 years. But HHN 30, we had Haunting of Hill House, had a long stretch of 2 hallways like that. If you guys remember that long stretch, especially if you went right after Stay and Scream, you couldn't see, and there was a turn in there, and people would always get lost. But they had that there, and then back in 29, we also had it in Graveyard Games. I'm sure we'll have a sequence like that. But I'm pretty sure that this house is going to feature moments that are aggressive, are loud, are active, they're scary, things like that. Because HHN's not quiet. Yeah. It's not at all. But that, raises the question, like, are they going to go this route? How do you actually make a house based on films where people can't make noise? My assumption is very much towards the point of like, well,
I guess the clicker room in Last of Us last year had something like that. But I think it was just soundproof. I don't think it was negative sound.
Yeah. But like going back to what I was saying was the like when you think of the concept of the house, if you were doing this house, more than likely the scenes you're going to put is probably the louder scenes and stuff, because there was quite a few in the movie.
Yeah,
you can have those scenes. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to probably be going through if I had to take the assumption of like how that goes, because it's just I don't see how they can make it like actually quiet.
The house is just going to be that you have to walk down a set of wooden stairs and step on a rusty nail.
Oh God, that was terrible. Okay, that one scene
was like
agitated me.
That was like the one part of the movie the first time I watched it that like was burned into my brain.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was like the only thing I remembered from that movie. I was like, I know she steps on a nail, because I was like, oh,
that made me so angry.
I hate that so much.
Like when that happened, I was just like, and they still left it there. It's like, can we just please just do something with it? Burn it. I get it. Get rid of this. Get rid of this nail. It was bothering me a lot. Oh gosh. And it was
See,
now I'm having memories.
So like I was saying, I think if they lean into that, like making it quiet, I think it could go either way. But if they don't try to do that and they just make it a good scary house based on A Quiet Place and use the scenes that do have noise and stuff, I think it'll be good. I don't think there will be that room for like, oh, it could.
No, I genuinely think that this house is going to be really good. I think people are going to sleep on this one compared to the IPs. I think they're going to sleep on this one because I think there's so many different unique ways that they can actually go about doing this house creative wise, but also like just the design of the Death Angels, like the creatures that are in it. Like they're big, they're menacing, they're fast, they are scary, and they have a unique design to it, very much like a Demogorgon in a way. But I genuinely think like those are going to scare people, and they might be aggressive, and I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say, like,
I know you talked about it already with
what I would, what comes to my mind is like those stilt walkers that are like the 4.
Ooh, yeah.
But I saw somebody ask, I don't know if it was necessarily about the Death Angels, but it was about something. Somebody asked on Twitter about that apparatus, the like 4 stilts or whatever, and using it for a certain character. And Murdy had responded and was like, that only works if the person has clothes on. Because with stilts, it can't just be like a tight, like bodysuit. Because something flowy has to cover the stilt. So, which makes sense. So I don't think that would work for those unless like I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that would work for those. So it might just have to be like really tall scare actors that they hire or put them up on a platform or something like that.
Or maybe they even do puppets.
Or a puppet,
just like what they did with Chupacabra, and they had, the Chupacabra like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I would say this one is probably the most unique as far as like houses go and the way the creative can work with it. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's going to be good.
Corn.
There's definitely going to be corn. There's no way they could probably do this house without actually featuring the corn. I mean, maybe they can. I don't know.
It's literally in a cornfield.
I know. This one, I don't know. We're kind of cursed this year with this house being announced because of the feature of corn. So, can you actually go to that poll and see what we got with The Quiet Place?
77% are excited. Only 2% are not excited, and 21% said meh.
Okay, how many votes do we get on that? Is it 93?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 93 votes. The percentage 72, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 76. Excuse me, sorry. 76% says they're excited, 21% meh, 2% not excited. I really do think that this house is going to be really good. I do. I think this house has potential to actually be scary, but also in terms of IP, have a really good quality overall in creative for a Halloween Horror Nights house.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
The only thing that always gets me about IPs is the characters, especially when they're like very famous actors. Like, you can tell, even in the dark, even walking by fast.
It's hard to replicate.
You're like, that's not Emily Blunt. That's not John Krasinski, which obviously it's not going to be. But
you never know. You go in there, you're like, wait, was that John Krasinski in there?
But
yeah,
that's the only thing that always gets me about. But then you have, in Hollywood where they sometimes do the mass, and I feel like that's almost worse.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when it does come down to being like,
it's a double-edged sword.
I don't know. But I do love seeing that we have, 76% says they are excited for this house. I am personally excited. We have, like we said, we have tickets to go see A Quiet Place day 1. I'm actually really excited to see how they do this film and kind of how it started from that perspective. Because that was kind of interesting to see in part 2, where the very beginning of part 2 kind of showed what was happening in those moments in that suburban rural area, where now
like
we get
the
to see it.
baseball game.
Yeah. And you saw the chaos of everybody, and it was really cool because you had the whatever coming down on Earth, and all the people were just kind of, they were at the ball game and they were just kind of like, all right, yeah, we're at ball game, like we're gonna go, and everyone's just kind of like, all right, come here, like not sure what's going on. It was just kind of like, what's going on, and then people start getting their car, and then just something out of nowhere starts happening, and then the chaos starts building, and everyone is in panic mode. And now, instead of it being the small town kind of vibe, we're gonna get this in New York City. I mean, we've seen the trailer, so it's like it is chaotic, but I'm wondering how this film is going to be with, and they have a lot of unique, of course they have a lot of unique settings that they could do in New York City. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this film. I really like the first two, and I'm excited to see this prequel story like that.
I also wanted to say, because Mark brought it up, the shirts, we saw them on social media and we're like, and then we saw them in person and we were like, oh, those look way better.
Yes.
The photo that's been going around, I don't know why, but it makes it look like
it doesn't look good.
Not good.
Yeah. For some reason, the photos that people are taking does not make the merch actually look as good as they do in person for this one.
It looks good in person.
Much better, yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean, we like it.
Yeah. I think like the text on the back, like it just doesn't show up well on photos. Yeah. So it does look better in person. I remember I saw the photos of the mugs, and I even picked up a mug and showed it to Brian at the store too, because I was like, you can't even see the photo in the background. And then I realized that it's actually like heat reactive. So when you put your coffee in it or whatever, it'll show up.
Or when you just put it in the sun, because it's so hot here right now, it just reacted.
Some of the mugs were actually like,
they were just reacting
because they were at the entrance of the store, and they were like showing up because the heat.
It's so hot. It is so hot here in Florida right now. Anyways, merchandise looks a lot better in person. So yeah, so if you guys saw the merch via like social media, don't take it for what that looks like. It looks better in person.
See it in person first before you make your decision.
Yeah, and obviously I think you guys will if you go to the event. I'm sure you guys will see it in person.
Some people order online.
Yeah, cool. Whatever. Speaking of ordering online, frightclubshop.com. What are you repping today?
The 32.
Yeah, and you got just a premium tee. Yeah, so
this is just a regular tee, so it's not the oversized.
Yeah, so you got the regular premium tee. It's got the BFO logo on the side. HHN 32, which is right here. It's got this design from the poster. And then I'm repping the Fright Club, which we got a little poster right here of it. I'm repping the Fright Club hoodie. So check it out, www.frightclubshop.com if you guys want to shop the official merchandise for the Fright Club. Stuff's got some cool stuff, man. Honestly, my favorite piece that is going to be on the store still is not public yet.
Have you seen it?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if they have. But my favorite piece is the best is still yet to come. Woo! Like it's on its way. I'm excited for that one. And we'll even have some Nightmare Fuel stuff too. I know people have been
not on
that.
There yet, but on the
it's not on there, but it's on its way. So I think right now is a good time to do rapid fire. Let's do rapid fire. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what to do with rapid fire. Throw in your questions. We're going to do it a little differently. Heartburn is kicking my chest. So, we're going to do it a little differently. I'm having technical issues with the timer, so we're not going to time it. Instead, Stephanie's going to pick 5 questions, and we're going to answer those 5 questions. So, you'll just go question.
Only 5?
Maybe we go to 8, but yes, and we'll just answer them. Okay. So instead of it being rapid fire Q&A, it's.
I didn't realize we're already at an hour.
It's like a little amount fire Q&A, small amount of questions Q&A. I don't know.
Put the graphic up at least.
I do have the graphic up. Oh. Remember, I
can't see it on my side.
You're way behind on my side, yeah. And then I don't see the chat on my side like you see it.
Oh yeah. Dang.
That's why we complete each other.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Rapid fire Q&A. We'll go. You know what? Let's just do. We'll do 10 questions for this one.
Okay. Express or stay and screen?
Oh. Ooh, that's a good question. Wow, who said that? Starting it off.
Caleb Portman.
Caleb, my man. All right.
I honestly would say express, because stay and scream, well, it is amazing and you get a really good bang for your buck because it's a lot cheaper. You only get really the benefit of Stay and Scream for the first like hour of the event. Whereas with Express, you can use Express through the whole night.
Yeah. Yeah, Stay and Scream.
Once the crowds get in, like you're going to be waiting in lines.
Yeah.
So
by 8 o'clock, Stay and Scream's benefit will wear off.
Yeah.
And it's great to get ahead on some houses. You can really get ahead with Stay and Scream and really pull off. But like having Express, that's going to be your whole night. That, you know, and you'll never have to really worry. If that makes sense. You can take your time and do things. Whereas if you don't have that Express pass, even depending on the night, it could be a little stressful trying to get everything you want done. All right, next question.
I think we've answered that one before.
Also, just got notifications. Sarah, thank you for the order, by the way.
Oh, cool.
We just got a Fright Club shop order.
Nice.
All right.
Which original house would you make into a movie? I think we have answered that before, but I don't remember what I said.
I think we did answer that before. I think I said Graveyard Games for some reason.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did.
yeah.
I said...
We might have answered that one.
I forget what I said.
All right, next one. We're at 14 minutes in this rapid-fire Q&A. Question number 2.
This one is good. What scenes do you think we'll see in A Quiet Place? I don't know if you can answer that. So I think that...
I mean, I don't know anything about that.
Oh,
house.
you don't know?
No.
I don't know what you know or don't know. So.
I know everything. No,
So
I don't know anything. Okay, so what scenes do we think? Definitely think the corn scene's going to be in it.
Yeah.
The farm, whatever.
Oh, I didn't know if you meant like the outdoor corn scene or when the kids fall into the corn.
Oh yeah, like the silo.
Yeah, I don't think that would be impossible.
What do you think? What do you think?
I definitely think the scene at the end when they're in the basement and the girl realizes that she can use her hearing aid.
Oh yeah, I mean that was a kind of a big thing about the movie in general. Yeah,
definitely that. I think the grocery store at the beginning where they get the rocket,
the toy. Yeah.
I think that will be there too.
I forgot about that scene. Yeah.
Grocery store scenes, especially when they're like abandoned like that, are super easy for them to do.
That's true.
So, any chance Krasinski goes through the house in Hollywood? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Here,
Hollywood's the
not.
central hub for all your celebrities. So, yeah, potentially. That's 3. All right, 4th question. Let's make this more rapid fire.
What's been the hardest thing to keep a secret about the event?
What's been the hardest thing? Everything. Everything I know has to remain a secret unless it becomes public. And we've been keeping the Discover Universal thing a secret for months. So,
do we think HHN will have a water show this year?
Man, I really hope so.
I hope so, but it's like it's not on any speculation.
Yeah, I don't know. I
would really hope
miss
so.
the Lagoon show. If you guys know, I think a couple live streams ago we talked about the importance of what the Lagoon show did, logistic wise and the atmosphere wise, because last year there was a couple of dead zones we felt like that could have really been amplified. And we realized that when we had the Lagoon show in the past, those areas were filled because of that Lagoon show. They added to the atmosphere. So I really hope so. We unfortunately don't know, which I wish I even knew, like behind the scenes wise, like, cause like that's something like I don't even know. So that's that one does hurt.
I really hope so, but I do have a feeling that
Universal, please, please, like we can build it right now.
I do have a feeling that they've been putting a lot into the Cinesational, which
the summer stuff's coming soon.
Yeah, which that's coming soon. But I think that they've been putting a lot into that, so I could see them not having had time to make 2 brand new shows.
Holy smoke! That just twisted my head so bad. I don't know. Like the way you were saying it, I was like, whoa. Go ahead. Next question.
Are you good?
Yeah, I don't know. You just made my brain hurt.
Would you rather have a Frozen Empire house or a Beetlejuice house?
Frozen Empire. Thank you. Next. I'm really worried about Beetlejuice. So.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really the biggest fan of. I mean, it was cool when we had it back for 30, but.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's been your favorite HHN house in terms of energy?
My favorite Halloween Horror Nights house ever in terms of energy is 2019 Universal Classic Monsters. Nothing,
not including that house, because that's, you were in it. So
even when I went through for the other cast, the energy,
all right,
2019 rocked. It rocked. It was so good. 2019 in general, 2018 energy rocked.
What is Hondo's astrological sign?
He's November, so he'd be a something.
It's late November though, so not Scorpio.
No, not Scorpio.
Sagittarius.
He's a Sagittarius. There you go, Hondo. You're a Sagittarius. He doesn't care. All right, next question. This rapid fire Q&A is not rapid. All right, 3 more questions. 3 more. Let's go.
Oh gosh.
You got it. I believe in you.
What is at the top of your hype list out of the houses already released?
Slaughter Cinema.
Yeah, Slaughter Cinema. I'm really excited for this museum one.
Yeah, museum too, yeah. But Slaughter...
And Monstros.
Yeah, but number 1, Slaughter Cinema. That one, I'm so excited for that one. I really hope that one's good.
Yeah. Approximately how many days per season do you go to HHN?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
there's usually...
Close to 30?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Let's say 25.
Yeah,
as a
probably
safe answer.
around 25.
Yeah, we'll say about 25 nights.
All right, and then
Final question.
last one is also a member question or message, whatever. How do y'all feel about the new spec map having the Suites house out of a soundstage? One thing I was looking forward to was the scenery, but hard without a soundstage. See, this is where before going through Puppet Theater, I would have agreed with you, but Puppet Theater and even Descendants of Destruction, like, they were able to do a lot with that smaller space. Like, you had that whole theater scene. You literally had a girl up on the little balcony.
Yeah.
And that was all in a tent. And same with Descendants. They had that whole subway scene.
The train scene. Yeah, that was crazy.
So I feel like they're pretty good at making do with the space that they have.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And they've been getting more and more creative with it.
They've been getting aggressive with it. They're pushing the limits with the tents. Now, granted, I think this is more towards it being in Fast and Furious tent, which is still kind of up in the air as far as how
much space,
how far can they push that limit.
Yeah.
I still don't think we've seen that. It's going to take time. So I don't know. I feel like this is the place to put this house.
Personally, just like from my own bias, and I know people are going to get mad at me because they did last time, but Suites is like lower on my hype list. Like, if not, I think it's like second to last. So for it to be in Fast and Furious, I'm kind of like, it's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say that's why I was like, it's in the spot it should be.
But
we'll see.
For those who are really excited about Suites, I can see it being a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah. Also,
but something has to go there.
Also, that was a question from Isaac Forshee. Thank you for the 2 months, by the way. Fright Club legend.
Yeah, thank you.
So that was the final question. Now, if we did not get to your... we really need that timer. It helps so much more. I realize I think we went over 10 minutes in that. Almost. That's fine. If we did not get to your question for the Fright Club, I want to say this every time we do the rapid fire Q&A. I want to call it Fright Club Q&A. But if we didn't get to your question in the rapid fire Q&A, don't worry. We will have another one towards the end of the live stream. That's usually what we always do, but we kind of started doing them in the beginning, even though we're past an hour. So the middle-ish, if you will. So
we also have someone named Matt Damon in the chat.
What?
Yeah. Matt Damon.
Oh.
Like the actor.
Oh, the Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining in. Is Nicolas Cage still around?
Yeah. Oh, God.
You guys
Don't
remember
start
that era
that again.
with Nicolas Cage?
Don't start that.
All right. So we talked about A Quiet Place. We talked about the West Coast getting the tickets and all that. We had a live stream last week in which we talked about Premium Scream Night, which I still think people did not understand what we were trying to say. But yeah, so as far as everything that's officially announced, we've kind of gone over in a way. Later this week, we do plan to do a video. We hope to do a video. I know it's been a long time since we've done a video. I think it's been, what, over 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Right? I think it's been over 3 weeks since the last video that we've done. So we're planning to try to get a video for you guys this weekend. We're going to try to film. Again, we just been so busy. Things have just been happening. And obviously, publicly wise, you guys know. And obviously, we were setting all this up and trying to get that going. So we put our attention and focus towards getting the countdown to HHN aspect all set and going. So we kind of just been a little behind and playing catch up on the videos. So we will be doing a video soon. Hopefully. Hopefully we do one.
We will be.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some time in there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys know what time it is?
Is this Fright Island?
It's 9:39 p.m. Eastern time. That's the time.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, this is a time where a lot of people are going to start to leave because they're going to be like, what is Fright Island? I don't know what this is. But to those of you that do, I think it is time to bring Fright Island into play. This is going to be Season 1, Episode 2 to Fright Island.
Previously on Fright Island. 66 contestants were brought to Fright Island where they will compete head-to-head to be the last one standing. To start this horrifying game show, we celebrated our contestants by hosting a beautiful feast, where little do they know that the game has already begun. Arrows shot out into the group of contestants, eliminating 13 total. Oh, the tragedy. A moment of silence for the 13 members eliminated.
Sad day on Fright Island last Tuesday. Unfortunate. So, if you guys remember on episode 1, we had 21 technically on the death wheel. 21 people get selected, and we lost a total of 13 members. So we invited, obviously, 66 people came onto the island to compete head-to-head to win the grand prize of $1 trillion or something like that. I don't know. We got to look at the contract just to make sure. And, yeah, so we spun the death wheel. Obviously, you know, we came for the feast. Everybody was there for the feast. And little did they know, there was a note that was left for our Fright Club veterans and legends that kind of gave them a hint at what was to happen, if they understood the hint, of what was to happen during the feast. You know, when the night becomes ablaze, lift your plate up to cover you from this phase. And that's when all the tiki torches turned on and all these arrows came shooting out into the crowd. And we lost 13 members total. What a tragedy. So 13 members, including Stephanie, tragically lost. And she's back.
Surprise.
She used one of her lives. She's back. She just had to go to bed. I kind of have to go to the restroom too, to be honest. But yeah, so we had 13 people unfortunately eliminated in the first episode of Fright Island. Episode 2, where did we leave off? Well, why don't we go and find out where we left off, as it takes me a second. Are you okay? You okay? All right, lay down.
He just fell off the couch.
Hondo just fell off the couch and like landed in some boxes and stuff. And he looked so embarrassed. He was like,
He looked over like,
are you okay? You good?
I think he's all right.
You all right, buddy? That's kind of ironic
What?
that we bring attention to Hondo, because episode 2, I missed the button. It's kind of ironic because episode 2, no, I clicked the wrong one. Episode 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, episode 2 picks up where we left off from episode 1, where everybody chaotically was running and screaming because all these arrows were taking them out one by one. And so they ran from the safety of the resort into the jungle and going further into Fright Island, where little did they know that they were being watched by the cult of Hondo. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Cult of Hondo has been keeping an eye on all of you since you've arrived on the island. The Cult of Hondo. I'll give you a little backstory on them, right? They're a group who inhabits the island. They are dark, cloaked, hooded figures with skeleton hands and a skeleton face that if you got close enough, you can see. And they don't walk on the island. Instead, they glide. They kind of float around. And they're very mysterious. And you guys are coming face to face with the Cult of Hondo because they've been watching you. And they said, well, Fright Club members, since you failed today's mission, we're picking 6 total members off. Here's the big kicker, ladies and gentlemen. This is one that I don't know if you guys are going to like. But as we bring up the Wheel of Death, the Fright Club Wheel of Death, Fright Island Wheel of Death. Hold up. I got to click a button. Hold up. There we go. So, as we bring up the Fright Island Wheel of Death, and I keep forgetting to put the music on. There we go. Let's get the suspense going. How does it sound? Is the music too loud, by the way? I keep forgetting to ask. Everything good with the music, the sound, so we can keep this game show going? While I wait for you guys to answer there, Fright Island, we're losing 6 more people to the Cult of Hondo. However, little do you guys know, Fright Club beginners, you only have 1 life. Fright Club veterans and legends, you have 2 and then 3 respectively. In the case of the Cult of Hondo, when they appear, they do not care how many lives you have. At all. If you have 3 lives and you get picked, you lose all of your lives. If you have 2 lives, guess what? Goodbye. You lose both of your lives. And beginners, you're rocking solo dolo, so like you're living the YOLO life. You get picked, you get picked. That's just how it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Cult of Hondo, as everybody was running chaotically into the jungle, getting deeper into Fright Island, they picked off 6 people. And this is how they do it too. When they swoop in and they surround the person, they completely engulf them into a black shadow, a black fog, and poof, they disappear. Boom. What happens to them? Do they get killed? Are they kidnapped and brought somewhere else and teleported? I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's spin the Wheel of Death. Here we go. Who can it be now? Who's going to be the first person taken by the Cult of Hondo as it slows down? Caleb Poorman. I know you can't see it. Caleb Poorman. Not only is Caleb Poorman being selected, but Caleb Poorman had multiple lives.
He said before you even did this, I want a refund.
Well, see ya. So Caleb Poorman, gone. Number 2, who's the second person that has been taken by the Cult of Hondo? Remember, listen to what we're saying. I didn't say that you're dying. You might be kidnapped and brought back later. And the next person joining Caleb is Michael P., who, guess what, also had multiple lives? Gone. Oh, man, nobody's safe tonight. Oh, if you guys just got the mission that you had today, maybe this wouldn't be the case. So 0 for 2 on the missions for the Fright Club, and we're spinning for the 3rd member. Who's going to be the 3rd person taken by the Cult of Hondo, who fell off the couch and into a box? Signaling it's his turn. Tyler Loves Theme Parks, taken. Tyler Loves Theme Parks only had 1 life. Could that be beneficial to him in the long run?
Maybe.
We'll see. So Tyler Loves Theme Parks. What was that, the 3rd person? I lost count already.
Yeah.
I hope. Anyways, we'll say this is a 4th one.
That was 3rd. So it was Caleb, Michael, Tyler.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. So this is number 4. It's the Hard Knot Life. Oh, it just passed Glory List. It almost landed on Elizabeth, but Glory List has been taken as the 4th unfortunate soul for the Cult of Hondo. 5th member. Who will it be? The wheel spins. It doesn't lie. And it slows down Chris Dusting's Team Randall. And it lands on Team Randall. They went all the way to the UK and got you. Team Randall is our 5th member taken by the Cult of Hondo. And our final and last 6th member being taken by the Cult of Hondo will be... It slows down. I see some names. Kamara, Jeff Riley, Mary Vav, Valoria. It's going to be on Valoria. Valoria has been taken by the Cult of Hondo. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. As I figure out what I'm trying to do. Hold it. Hold it. Hold the phone. I think that works. We're looking good. Boom. Okay, sure. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You have your 6 members completely engulfed in a black smoke and vanished right before all of your eyes. If that doesn't make you guys scream more enough from all the arrows, I don't know what will. Now, here's the thing. Because of this, our group kind of gets split up into the jungle and heads off out into Fright Island, where they will discover more horrors waiting in their way. So there we go. Yay, everybody. Ooh. Giveaway. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That was Fright Island Season 1, Episode 2, as the members run away from the massacre from the resort and the feast, head out into the jungle, and little did they know they were being watched by the Cult of Hondo, and 6 of them swarmed, completely taken. But what happened? Were they killed? Were they just, I don't know, kidnapped? Where are they? Where are they going? What's happening to them? Some of these questions, they might have an impact on the future. So, good night. I actually really need to go to the restroom, so I'm going to go to the restroom real quick.
So I'm just going to sit here.
What did I do when you left?
You were doing the whole Fright Island. You just ended that segment, and now you're like, okay, now I'm going to leave.
Hype them up about the Cult of Hondo.
I don't even know about any of this.
Just talk about how much you just hate me.
I'll be back. Well, if you guys want to ask questions, I guess I'll answer questions. If anybody didn't get their question answered during the rapid fire. Yeah, a new segment on BFO called Steph Sitting in a Chair. Yeah, definitely clear Fright Island was Brian's idea. Yes, very much so. It's his baby right now. Can I hear you in the walls? Unfortunately, yes. Tent or a soundstage? So I don't know. It really depends on the house. I feel like I lean more towards soundstage just because there's so much more room, but some of my favorite houses are in tents, so I don't know. Have any theories on the live show this year? Do you mean the show at HHN, so like Nightmare Fuel? I feel like if that is what your question is, I feel like we're definitely getting like a similar show, but with a different plot, if that makes sense. I think they're kind of moving to a new plot, at least hopefully. But last year's show kind of seemed to go towards that. But I definitely think it's still going to be the same kind of idea with like dancing and maybe a little bit of magic and fire and all that good stuff. Where is Quiet Place on my hype list? I would say it's towards the top, but not at the very top. Like, Slaughter Cinema.
That dog.
Yeah. Slaughter Cinema, Museum, and Monstrous are like my top 3. And then maybe
A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. And then Triplets. Or the other. and then Sweets, and then Goblin. I think that's my hype list right now. The whole show is magical. Yes, it is. Yes, I'm going to be in the summer parade. I won't talk about it too much because that's not what this stream is about. But I do appreciate what the parade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the vibe with
Stuff. A lot of things we can't say.
The vibe with Steph on the live stream is a lot more calm than with Brian. Yeah, that is very true. But I also am just.
Do you guys not know us? That's what it is. Steph is like.
See, this is like.
Calm before
This
the storm.
is why we work well together, because like I mellow out his craziness and he brings excitement to my life.
Don't lie to them. I bring chaos and nothing but stress.
I thrive in chaos. I do. I like chaos. Maybe not your kind of chaos, but
Interesting. I won't forget that. Let me use that against you now. All right. Well, I know we're at like an hour. We're at an hour and 24 minutes. This live stream is not planned to be a long one. We're actually going to keep this pretty short. I will say though, actually, I don't know.
I did see one other like topic somebody had mentioned earlier
About
that
what?
we hadn't talked about. And that is the speculated Monsters house being like the all-female one. Is that something that you can talk about?
No.
I mean, like speculation.
I mean,
do you know anything?
I know everything. No,
Like, can you speculate? All right, I'll do it myself.
Hold on. How about this? I got an idea. And we're back. After that quick chat with Legal, you figured it out. So speculation wise, like,
I guess I'll just speculate. I definitely think it's going to be related to the... All right, you can just leave.
go ahead. You're speculating.
You're distracting me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just giving them my speculation answers.
All right, goodbye. This is stuff from Orlando now. I think that it will definitely be related to, if it is the females, I think it'll be related to the Dark Universe thing. Because we have like the Victoria Frankenstein. I think it'll be related to that. I don't necessarily think that it's just going to be like all of the classic monsters, but in female form. If that makes sense. I don't know if I would like that. I think it's just going to be females that exist in that universe, if that makes sense. All right.
Let me get a pose from you.
No.
No.
This
is what I deal with.
That is my speculation.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's saying Scream Queens, so I'm going to be like, sure, cool. I don't know.
Okay, but if you don't know, then you can speculate.
You are siding with the enemy, my dear.
No, I'm just saying, if you don't know, then you can speculate.
I'm gonna have to kill more people on Fright Island now. No. Okay, ready? Look at me. Ask the question. Do you know, or what are you speculating with this house? My answer, like it usually always is with speculation seasons, like, I don't know. That's what everybody else is talking about.
Yeah, but what are your theories? What would you like to see?
I would love to see... Okay, so what I would love to see is a classic monster house that has a lot of energy. That's what I want. Because I feel like the classic monsters, they always bring energy. Always. right? Every single year we've had a classic monster house since 2019. It's always been top notch, like energy wise. To me, those are always like the pinnacle in definition as far as like what I like to see energy wise from Halloween Horror Nights. Those houses are usually always my like, that's okay. If you want an understanding, go look at those houses. That's what I'm hoping that this house has. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So anyways, like I was saying, going back earlier, this live stream was not intended to be a long one. We do have family over. We want to spend some time with the family, and we don't want to be out too late because they do head out tomorrow. So we want to spend some time with them. So we're going to be actually closing tonight's live stream. Let's bring up a rapid fire Q&A. We'll do that, and then we'll pretty much call tonight's live stream. It's supposed to be short, and then I'm pretty sure I spent like 40 minutes going, I love HHN. Thank you, HHN.
Is that any different than any other week then?
Anyways, let's bring up rapid fire. All right, so this time we'll do 10 questions, but let's make them rapid fire questions. We got this.
Yeah, have the questions be kind of like,
well,
it can be rapid.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Or we'll just give you a quick, shorter answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, rapid fire Q&A. What's up?
The first question is something we forgot to talk about.
Oh, what is it?
What are your opinions on the hotel overlays for the lobbies and bars?
Oh my gosh, we did forget that. Awesome.
They look so cool. I really hope that alien looking bar at Aventura looks exactly like that because I love that.
We've wanted for how long to have like the actual hotels kind of be more into Halloween in general. I will say, I know this is not a rapid fire answer, but this is like a little topic to kind of discuss. We have been wanting the theme parks to get more into the season because it feels like they do. We get merchandise, we get events, but it feels like it's only in specific areas that you'll get it. So Universal doing this thing where like the actual like resorts and hotels getting these kind of overlays and themes to be more Halloween-esque is a huge win. That's incredible. I love that. I love the fact that you can go to like one of the resorts and feel like it's Halloween while you're there. And of course, whether you're going to Halloween Horror Nights or not, because it's that time. It's that, time of the year. So it's pretty cool that they offer these. One thing I will say is when I was really young, I used to think when my mom and dad would go to Halloween Horror Nights or Hollow Scream way back in the day, right? We're talking late 90s, early 2000s, like that time period. I thought when they would go to stay there, like at the hotel was a horror hotel. Like it was a huge horror themed hotel with corn mazes all around, and you had to run through the corn maze to get to the hotel.
Didn't they used to do more of that theming at the hotels at Universal? Or maybe it was just Cabana Bay, but they did theming in the rooms. Or am I dreaming that?
Yeah, you're asking the wrong person on this one. I have no idea. Chat, let us know. Yeah,
verify.
Not too sure about that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I used to think that, and this is like a core memory of mine from being a child. I thought my parents would go stay at this hotel that was fully haunted, completely surrounded by cornfields, that they had to run through the cornfields to get to the hotel and not get attacked by monsters and killed. And I was like, why would they do that? So
they did special packages for it. So like it wasn't every room, but like you could book a special like room that was like decorated for HHN.
Interesting.
That's what I was thinking of.
I've never seen any of those. I'd love to see what those look like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody has done that. Chat, has anybody here in the chat, has any of you guys done that before?
I don't know.
Let us know. Anyways, let's now do the rapid fire Q&A. We'll do 10 questions. I know Steph's already got the questions already there, so we'll go through and we'll pick 10 questions, and then we'll be wrapping up tonight's live stream.
Do you think ASL will be in the Quiet Place house?
I don't. That's a good question because
didn't they say something about that?
I don't know. Was it in the official announcement? I don't know. I have to look back at like the official details that were revealed, but like I feel like it's a big part of the Quiet Place universe, right? But it's just how do you do that?
Oh, they had it in the trailer or in the announcement video. That's what I was thinking.
But like, how do you do that in the house?
I don't know.
That'll be interesting. So I don't know. Second question.
Do you think we'll get a slasher maze at HHN this year? I think triplets is going to be our like slasher maze.
Yeah. What about like suites?
Could be.
Right? Like major suites, I think feels like that could be in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, Slaughter Cinema could have some scenes like that, you know?
That's true. Yeah.
So like
Slaughter
slasher
Cinema
vibes.
could be,
yeah. I feel like slasher vibes are throughout the event. Yeah.
What HHN merch do you want released that you haven't seen done yet? Like types of merchandise?
Yeah. Are we talking like type of merch? Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. I actually have one. Ever since they brought this out, it was only a decoration. And since that moment, I'm like, I want this. I will buy this. And now it's gotten to the point, if Steph and I can jump on board together and work on it and get the time to do it, we talked about doing this.
Is it a pinball machine?
What? Hold up.
What is it?
Let me say it. If I say it, then you'll know what I mean.
Just say it then.
I have 50 other ideas. Don't spill them out to the universe. The pinball machine, that's another story. We're not going to talk about that yet. But anyways, the decoration that I saw that we are planning to actually build to use for the Countdown to HHN series in the future. It may not be this year just because we don't have the time. But if you go back to last year's tribute store, the judgmental
Just say
judging.
it.
All right. Last year, the tribute store, you guys remember the Halloween Horror Nights little board game? That's what I would love to see.
Board game. It's rapid fire.
Question
and
number 4.
And now I lost all the questions.
They're all gone? No.
Because I was looking away too long.
Question number 4.
Everybody's just chatting.
Do you want me to just read?
I'm looking for where I left off. Will we be doing another guide to HHN video as we get closer to the event?
I don't know. The plan is to.
That is the plan.
Yeah. The plan is to actually do one, but as far as timing goes, I have no idea right now.
Will your podcast only be covering Orlando HHN or Hollywood? Talking about Discovery Universal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
When do we think the next announcement will be? I don't know. No idea.
Yeah, I was gonna be honest. Like, I have no idea. I don't know.
Honestly, like, we didn't know about the Spooky Empire announcement. That was.
I didn't know about any of the announcements.
So like, we have no idea.
Let's go back to that question. Read that question out, stuff, and give an answer.
When do you think the next announcement will be? I truly it could be tomorrow, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
If we think about it, we have 3 more houses to be announced here on our coast.
Mm-hmm. But we also have streets and show.
Yeah. Do you think we're actually going to get announcements for the streets and the show?
Maybe a dump, but we'll get something.
I mean, yeah, but as their own, one day they're just here's this. Yeah. As far as timing wise, maybe late June. Because if we were to spread it out, we got 3 more major ones. Late June, early July, late July, and then it has to be done, I'd say 2 weeks before the Unmasking the Horror Tour, which is the 12th. So that's kind of if you just spread it out, I think that's what it'll be, the next 2-3 weeks maybe. I don't know about that. Cool. All right, next one.
Chucky asked, can you guys adopt me? No.
Sorry. See you, Chucky. Next one.
I'm not seeing any more questions. It's just statements. Everybody's just talking about the ASL and.
Okay, I'll pick a question. Let me see. Go here.
Are we doing Premium Scream Night now that you're Universal family?
No. Here's the thing. Would I love to? Yes. I just don't think, for us, our taste, I just don't think that the night before opening night is what we like. We want to experience opening night as the first night of us experiencing the event, everybody else. So we won't be doing premium stream night. If they had it later in the run, absolutely. That is something we would love to do. It's an idea we've talked about multiple times on this channel for 2 years, I think now. Yeah. So like, absolutely, I would love to have a chance to do it. But as far as like before opening night, no. I like, even behind the streams, I'm not going to want to do that because I'm like, I want to save it for when the event's actually running and it's public with everyone. And also the price is a little high, but the price is perfect for the event.
Yeah, the price makes sense. Yeah, it's worth it for what you're getting.
Yeah, we're just spending a lot of money on
everything else.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather spend that on tickets for Hollywood.
Yeah. We really want to go to Hollywood this year. We really hope we can.
What is negative sound? It's like, it's not just quiet. Like,
no, it's just, it is quiet. Like you don't even hear the quietness. It's just nothing.
Like, yeah.
Imagine being in a vacuum.
It's like, even if Brian next to me was talking, like there would be no echo. Like the sound doesn't bounce off the walls.
It's actually, it's crazy. It's when you walk into the hallway or the room that is set up like this, like they've had in the past, you feel different. Like when you walk in, you're like, whoa. Yeah. Like you can feel it. It's kind of cool. It's a cool effect.
And then last one, favorite scare zone.
Do 2 more.
That's the last. Okay, 2 more. Favorite scare zone. And I think we've answered this, but recently we were talking about it and you were like, oh, that's not my favorite scare zone. Mine is Vamp 85. And you recently told me that yours, because you didn't get to do Vamp 85 very much, yours actually would be the Chucky one, right?
No.
Isn't that? Oh, no. You said what? Toys and my mind went to
in
Chucky.
Hollywood. Yeah.
Toys in Hollywood.
Yeah, the toy scare zone in Hollywood was like... It was just, again, energy. Like, it had so much energy, the vibes and everything. And when we went to Hollywood, and of course, it was the first time of us being there, and we were like tourists in a way. So it felt like, whoa, this is cool. I've never seen this. Yeah. Toys was freaking awesome. Yeah. Love that. So, yeah. But I don't know. I wish I got to do Vamp 85. Yeah.
When you first said that, when we were talking the other night, I thought you meant Chucky until you said Hollywood. And that's why I was like, what?
All right, last question.
What is your favorite hotel for HHN?
3, 2, 1. Sapphire.
For HHN, it's right there. Oh. I like Hard Rock for HHN. But
that's your favorite HHN hotel if we had to pick?
Favorite hotel at Universal is Sapphire.
So if you had to pick a hotel to do for, if you went to Hollywood Horror Nights for the weekend, you would pick Hard Rock?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Because it's so close.
Yeah, that's true. But you do get that boat ride to Sapphire. I love Sapphire. Sapphire is my favorite. However, we've done this in the past before where we've recommended people, like, what is the top hotel to go to for Halloween Horror Nights? It's Hard Rock. It's more of the vibe, which now we know that the hotels are getting these overlays and stuff, which is cool. It's going to be able to get everything in that vibe in a way. But Hard Rock has got that rock and roll, that, energetic vibe that they carry. It's right there by the event. So you can even see one of the parade buildings. Unfortunately, that's not going to be a thing this year, which is crazy. But one of the parade buildings, both of them really, is where the fans would line up, and it's right next to the hotel. So sometimes you can have a window view of that. So you're really like kind of right up on the event. And then it's a short little walk right up to the event too. So you don't have to deal with even waiting for a boat or anything like that. But I love Sapphire Falls.
But I will say Theme Park Studios said Endless Summer is a great value. And I will say that is so true. Especially they have I don't know what they call them, like the suite rooms where it's like 2 separate rooms.
It's like 3 beds, yeah.
Yeah, those are like such a great deal. You get like a little microwave,
so much space,
eating area. It's really nice.
It's incredible. I do love their Endless Summer hotel, the resorts. Fantastic. Like it's fantastic. So
yeah, we love Cabana Bay too for the vibe, but that walk is brutal. Yeah, like you have to take like the shuttle or walk across to the boat. Like,
yeah, and the walk across to the boat to me is also a pain in the neck because they have that overhead passage, but nobody goes that way because it's kind of out of the way. Like you kind of got to go out of the way back and then come back.
They need to put a crosswalk at that light
where the light is. Yeah, I agree. Or like an overpass, like right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer Sapphire Falls. I think Sapphire Falls, it's a beautiful resort. We love the vibes. That is my favorite resort at Universal. And then my absolute favorite thing about the entire resort, besides Halloween Horror Nights, is the little boat shuttle. I love it. So that's why it's my favorite. Cool. Well, let me go ahead and take rapid fire Q&A off the screen. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, while we were talking about hotels, someone said that they actually don't like Endless Summer because of like the layout and everything. I will say there were a few times we've stayed at Endless Summer where like you get to especially like right after the park closes, you get to the elevators and the line to get on the elevator is atrocious.
It's been bad. Yes.
And the one time we were literally on like the 14th floor and we're like, we'll just take the stairs. And went up like 14 flights of stairs.
No, we went up 12 because the staircase we chose did not go up to 14.
Yeah.
So we had to go on that hall all the way down back to the elevator and wait just to go up 2 more.
Yeah, the elevators
was a pain.
Are a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, it was. But it's still beautiful. It works out, especially for the price. However, I realized I was like, in my mind, today's live stream, I was thinking we would do an hour to an hour and 15. And we usually do 2 hours. However, we made it to an hour and 44 minutes. So like an hour and 45-minute live stream. So congrats to us, I guess, for making that work out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hey, again, thank you for joining a Tuesday night live stream. We talked about A Quiet Place and, you know, that, of course, being an announcement. We did a little bit about the hotel overlay a little bit towards the end because we forgot talking about it today. And then we did Fright Island, which we lost 6 members. Or did we?
Rip.
Unfortunate.
Maybe rip.
I don't know. We'll see. So the current plan is we might do a live stream next week, Tuesday. It's not official yet, but we will make an announcement on that later this week, whether we're going to be doing a live stream next week, Tuesday or not. And then we do plan to try to do a video this week. We want to get a video filmed. I don't know if it'll be up this week or by next week, but that is the current plan. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys rock. Again, thank you all. I'm not going to do that whole thing that I did in the beginning of the live stream. You guys know how we feel. Thank you to all of you guys. Thanks for the support. We love you guys. It's been fun. It's been a heck of a ride. And we hopefully can just keep going and see where it takes us. So with that being said, that's going to be it for us tonight here in Casa de la Hondo. City Fire Cup. Do you want to bring him over? It's going to be... Is he even over there?
Hondo.
Yeah, he is. His ear. What? You want to say goodbye to everybody? The cult of Hondo. We are summoning you.
Come here.
There he is. Everybody.
Say goodnight.
Yeah, especially to the 6 people that your cult took. Yeah, he is. Yes. All right. Hondo appearance has been made, and that's the end for tonight's live stream. And until the next video, guys, or the next live stream, we look forward to seeing you guys there. And like always, we'll catch you guys in the fog. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.